What happened to China's seemingly unstoppable economic juggernaut? For decades, the country maintained extraordinary double-digit annual GDP growth, becoming the world's second-largest economy. However, why has China been experiencing a significant slowdown in recent years, with growth falling well below target levels? The sluggishness of China. After decades of fast expansion, the Chinese economy has been experiencing a severe slowdown in recent years. This comes after decades of strong growth. The following are some of the causes that have contributed to this slowdown. A population that is becoming older. China's population is getting older at a rapid rate, with the median age increasing from 24.4% in 2010 to 38.8% in 2023. This indicates that there are fewer people actively contributing to economic progress by participating in the labor force. A workforce that is decreasing in size. China's workforce is decreasing in size as a result of the one-child policy that has been in existence for several decades. The implementation of this policy resulted in a drop in the number of babies being born, which is now having a trickle-down effect on the workforce. Enormous levels of debt. Over the past decade, China embarked on an aggressive strategy of using debt-fueled investments and credit stimulus to sustain rapid economic expansion. Local governments, state-owned enterprises, and households took on enormous amounts of debt as Chinese banks aggressively eased lending standards. Trillions of yuan were poured into mega infrastructure projects, real estate development, expanding factory capacity, and purchasing residential properties. This debt binge worked to keep growth rates high for many years. Construction projects created jobs and boosted demand for materials. The real estate boom generated substantial economic activity. And more broadly, the flood of credit helped maintain China's overall investment and consumption levels. However, much of the debt incurred did not drive true productive growth or higher returns over the long run. Many infrastructure initiatives and industrial assets sit underutilized. Ghost cities and housing inventories pile up unsold. Additionally, hundreds of billions of loans went to zombie state-owned enterprises and local governments without viable means of repayment. As low-hanging fruit from the prior spending spree diminishes, this debt overhang has become a significant drag on the economy. With total borrowing by the non-financial sector exceeding 300% of GDP, the costs of continued debt servicing are immense. It saps expenditure that could otherwise go towards more productive uses. As a result, China finds itself beholden to maintaining growth rates not through reforms or productivity, but through previous debt mechanisms that can no longer be sustained indefinitely. With domestic demand weakening, China must continue to carefully manage its debt challenges to avoid even sharper slowdowns. The COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a considerable impact on the Chinese economy, disrupting both supply chains and consumer demand. The rigorous zero COVID policy that the government has been enforcing has also contributed to the slowdown. As a result of China's status as a significant trading partner for a great number of nations, the current economic slowdown in China is having a global knock-on effect. The recession has also resulted in a fall in commodity prices, which has been detrimental to economies that are dependent on the export of oil, minerals, and other commodities. The effect of the slowdown on the economy. The Chinese people are experiencing enormous repercussions as a direct result of the slowdown in the Chinese economy. The rate of economic growth is decelerating, wages are remaining unchanged, and the unemployment rate is climbing. Because of this, it is becoming increasingly challenging for people to maintain their current standard of living and realize their desired level of financial success. The slowdown is also having a detrimental effect on people's ability to move forward in society. Many people in China were able to climb further up the economic ladder in the past because of their dogged perseverance and laborious efforts. However, as a result of the slowdown, it is becoming increasingly difficult for individuals to enhance their lives. The economic slump is also having a detrimental effect on the surrounding natural environment. The rapid expansion of China's economy in the past was accompanied by a substantial rise in the country's level of pollution. In spite of this, the government has been making efforts in recent years to find solutions to the difficulties facing the environment. The slowdown is providing the administration with additional time to put these measures into effect and enhance the air and water quality around the country. Response by the government. The Chinese government is aware of the issues the economy is currently facing and is taking initiatives to solve these challenges. The administration has declared its intention to take a number of steps to encourage economic expansion. including taxes. Taxes and fees have been reduced as part of the government's efforts to assist businesses in lowering their operating expenses and increasing the amount of money they invest in those firms. Increasing investments in infrastructure. The government has been increasing its investments in infrastructure projects like roads, bridges, and trains. This investment is helping to stimulate economic growth and contributes to the creation of jobs. The government has taken measures to boost consumer spending, such as giving consumption coupons and decreasing tariffs on imported items. These initiatives include encouraging consumers to spend more money. The government has also committed to carrying out its plan to carry out reforms, the primary objective of which is to make the economy more efficient and market-driven. However, because the administration does not want to upset the existing pattern of social cohesion, it has proceeded with caution when putting some of these measures into effect. The outlook for China's economy in the future. There is a great deal of uncertainty regarding the future of China's economy. The nation is experiencing a number of issues, some of which include an aging population, a diminishing labor force, high levels of debt. On the other hand, the Chinese government is actively working to find solutions to these problems. If these efforts are effective, China's economy may continue to expand, but at a more gradual rate than in the past. Repercussions for economies all over the world. The recent deceleration in the growth rate of China's GDP is having an impact on economies around the world. The weakening of the Chinese economy, which is a big trading partner for a great number of nations, has been a contributing factor in the reduction of commercial activity all over the world. The recession has also caused a decline in the pricing of commodities, which has hurt economies that are dependent on the export of oil, minerals, and other commodities. This has been devastating to such economies. The downturn in economic activity in China is having a direct and negative impact on economies around the world, which are already expanding very slowly. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has adjusted its forecast for the expansion of the global economy in 2023, citing the slowdown in China's economy as one of the key reasons for the adjustment. The downturn in economic activity in China is directly causing a serious challenge for the economy of the entire world. Despite this, it is imperative to keep in mind that China is still one of the leading economic powers in the world. If China is able to effectively solve the challenges that it is presently facing, there is a chance that it will maintain its position as a primary contributor to the growth of the global economy in the foreseeable future. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.